This tutorial will walk you through the process of selecting textbooks for your upcoming classes using the Follett Discover platform. So this is something that we all have access to, so that we can take our own textbook orders into our own hands, essentially, and make the choices that we want for the upcoming term. So the first step, let me close that. The first step that you'll need to take is to log into CNM Learn, Blackboard. On the very first page, you'll see something like this. Scroll down until you find the box called Follett Discover. From there, you'll click this button that says Launch Follett Discover. Depending on what kind of browser you're using, it'll either open a new tab or a new window. You can see that mine has opened a new tab here, and it will put you in your courses. So you're already logged in as you. In Follett Discover, you should see the courses that you've been assigned for spring of 2017. If spring of 2017 doesn't come up, and make sure it does, that you're selecting books for the correct term, just use these arrows and then pick the correct term and click Update. And then you will see what you need for 2017. If you've already been in here once, you'll see what you see here for my Modern Latin American History class, just a button that says Discover for this course. If you haven't yet interacted with your courses, it'll ask you to select the discipline that you're in. So I choose History, and then it wants you to select a subject. This course is New Mexico History, so I guess I'll just go with North America. And then you click this button, Discover for this course. And that's how you get into it. So it's the same thing for either one now. You click Discover or Discover to get going. I'm going to show you my Modern Latin American History class because for New Mexico History, I'm using the e-text that was created that I authored with CNM, so it won't be a good example for this tutorial. So I'm going to click Discover for my Modern Latin American History class, and it'll bring me to this page. And what it's essentially trying to get me to do is to just browse through a bunch of books that it selected that it thinks are relevant for a Modern Latin American History class. I have specific books in mind, as I'm sure you will as well by the time you get to this point. So what you're going to want to do is scroll to the top, and my internet is being slow. I am on campus, but you'll scroll to the top and you'll use this search box. And I'm going to do this by ISBN because I think that's the easiest way to do this. So in these other tabs, I have already found the books that I want to select. So you can use Amazon. Here I am on Amazon for the main textbook, Latin America and Colonial Times. If you scroll down here to the product details, you'll be able to find the ISBN number. Usually, I can't. Oh, I know why. It's because this is the Kindle edition. Let me go to the paperback edition. So if that happens to you, there's no ISBN. You might just have been in the wrong edition. I'm going to use the paperback edition, and now I have an ISBN. So I'll copy ISBN 13, go back here to the tab where Discover is open. Sorry, there we go, where Discover is open. It does want the 13-digit ISBN, so I'm going to enter that here, and I'm going to click Go. And down here, there's 1 of 1 results. So this is the book. I'm going to click on it to see what it is, and then I can choose whether to make it required, recommended, or student choice. It's going to be required. I click Adopt, and that one will be adopted for my Latin American History course. So now, on the front page, as I scroll down, I see that this one is pending, and I can keep going. So this is Modern Latin American History, so you see which course you're in. This book is pending. I want to select 2 others, so I'm going to do that very quickly. I'm going to pick the Human Tradition in Colonial Latin America as well. I looked this one up in Google Books just to show you different ways that you can find your ISBNs. I'll just copy the 13-digit ISBN, go back over here, and paste it in. and I get this result. This one has an online desk copy as well, but I click on the book and then I click Adopt. And we wait just a minute, and here it is. So now, for some reason, it didn't know I was in Modern Latin American History, so I have to choose that. This time I choose Required again and click Adopt. So hopefully I'm showing you all the different things that might pop up as you're in here, all the different ways that it might present to you. So here we are in my Modern Latin American History class, and you can see that now I have chosen 2 books. I have one last one to choose. I'm just going to use the search again. And my last one is this little reader, The Little School. This time I went directly to the publisher website, and I find the ISBN right here. So I copy that and paste it in, and do the same sort of thing that I've done before. So here we go, click on it, and scroll down, click Adopt. Because I went to the search rather than through the class itself, I'm going to have that extra step again of choosing which course, choosing Required, and then clicking Adopt again. Okay, so now these are my adopted course materials for History 1182. You'll notice that the status here says pending. That's because it's gone to the bookstore for review to go through their system, and you shouldn't have to do anything else at this point. It's always a good idea to just check back and make sure that things look like they should. One way of doing that is just going to my courses here. This will take you to that front page for Spring 17. I can see the materials that I've chosen for Modern Latin American History, and again know that I have successfully ordered those materials at the bookstore. So I hope that helps. If you want to try Discover, it is pretty straightforward. It does allow you to just find those ISBNs, put the books you want in here so that you can be sure that you're going to have the right things at the bookstore for the upcoming semester. If you want to go the other route in the email that is attached, or that this video is attached to, there are instructions for how to also order your books just via email.